Horoscope for May 17th, 2021. Like this video and write a comment before watching. It helps create new videos every day. Aries. Others tend to support you or let you do what needs doing today. Dear Aries, you can feel compelled to grow something, particularly related to business or your practical affairs, as the Sun in your resources sector harmonizes with Jupiter in your house of career and reputation. People may be noticing your efforts, talents, or accomplishments. You're inclined to draw in the right people or resources to advance your goals. For best results, widen your comfort zone, help others, and make the first move. It's a good time for making creative changes and improvements to your life. You're in great shape for discovering creative solutions for practical matters today. There can be particular satisfaction derived from your work or tasks, and an open-handed, generous approach works wonders. Graciousness is likely to be returned in kind. With decision-making later today, there may be way too much information to wade through to get to realistic conclusions. Reality and your ideals clash. You might want to look for healthy ways to escape routine matters and enjoy some broad thinking or imaginative entertainment. Taurus. Today's Sun-Jupiter trine seems to build up your faith. Dear Taurus, you are more comfortable and at ease with others, and there can be some nice opportunities related to mind-expanding activities emerging. Reviving an old plan, project, or idea can be in focus now. It's a beautiful time to publish or promote. There is a strong desire to distinguish yourself from others, to take the high road, and to do the right thing. Aim to try something new instead of sticking only with the routine, which will help your creativity to flow. You're generous, and people seem to compliment or appreciate you more than usual. You are holding yourself well and getting your message across, even with your ruler, Venus, in a retrograde cycle. There is a decent day for personal appeal. A Mercury-Jupiter aspect also active later today suggests that exaggerated claims or perceptions might invade upon practical thinking. Keeping things simple in the real world and letting your imagination go somewhere else makes the most sense now. Gemini. Today's Sun-Jupiter trine helps build faith and open minds. Dear Gemini, and you might gain support from a surprising or hidden source. Indulging yourself in some manner can be tonic for your soul now. This aspect may serve to open up an intimate relationship or the pipeline to your deeper self. And either way, you're making deeper connections. It can be a time for feeling encouraged and motivated to work on improvements in your personal life. A sense of inner well-being can come from making plans for the future that inspire growth and hope. Later today, minor distractions can seem to interfere with attempts to get to the bottom of a matter. There can be a situation of too much information to deal with logically, and it may be better to try to shut some of it out and focus on what you feel are priorities. Free-form thinking and activities, on the other hand, can do just fine right now. Cancer. Today's Sun-Jupiter trine builds your confidence in your relationships and projects. Dear Cancer, and it feels good to put your faith in something or someone. Your most creative inclinations come to the fore. Generosity is the key to social success right now. You're quite open and generous with your time and help, and these things help you to enhance bonds. You might reconnect with an old friend, partner, or project dream. Smoothing over differences, extending goodwill, or lending an ear are all favored today. You're looking forward now. Share instead of taking on everything yourself for best results now. Later today, watch for a tendency to become hung up over a perception or revelation, since the general inclination is to make more of a situation than it is, particularly about a relationship or a person's feelings. Aim to think big, then make edits as you go along. Leo. Career matters can be especially fruitful now. Dear Leo, you can be feeling more confident about your goals and plans. You might decide to revive an old project, or an endeavor opens up and shows signs of moving forward. With Jupiter now retrograde, past projects may be more interesting and worthwhile than brand new ones. Expressing optimism, warmth, and generosity is helpful for maximum benefit from a Sun-Jupiter trine occurring today. You're likely to feel confident and on top of things. You can be quite interested in improving your lot in life today. and business ideas coming to you today may very well be golden. Show your integrity. It's a beautiful time for strategies and plans for improvement. You are gaining the inspiration to pursue your ambitions. Later today, prepare yourself mentally for distractions so that when they inevitably come, you're not so put out. There can be an exaggerated issue related to a friend, or there can be misleading information coming through your networks. It's best to wait before conclusions. Virgo. Today is good for refreshing yourself through fun and engaging activities. Dear Virgo, in fact, you can feel quite excited to do things a little differently. It can be a time for extending or receiving an invitation. Making contact with an old friend or love may be in focus for some. It's a potentially excellent day for creative inspiration, particularly if you're looking to past projects. You might revive an endeavor or even a friendship through communications. Warm and positive energy is with you for sharing viewpoints, creative expression, romance, and learning. Non-routine topics or activities tend to favor you most right now. It's a time for growing something worthwhile to you, and you can feel motivated to impress and improve. Others tend to be supportive of you, and projects can be expanding or capturing your interest. Confidence and faith bring benefits and opportunities to you. Later today, you may be dealing with some level of exaggeration, and you may want to avoid making decisions based on what you hear. The pace is likely to be lively, and sometimes a little hectic. Watch that you don't say something that is too open to interpretation. Otherwise, be sure to take solid moments to wind down and relax. Libra. You may feel especially connected to family or an intimate relationship today. Dear Libra, sharing fond memories or personal observations can figure strongly. You're thinking ahead and focused on making improvements as the Sun and Jupiter harmonize. And whether with others or not, you're feeling rather inspired. You might discover something about the past that benefits you. Memories are precious and beneficial now. A new way of looking at an old problem boosts you. Alternatively, something previously hidden, such as an untapped resource, can reveal itself to you now. And this is very much a personal gain. There is a general desire for harmony that keeps people in better spirits than usual today. But you want to reach beyond your usual boundaries on emotional levels. Later today, taking some time to rest your brain or think things through can be very useful and even advantageous now. Scorpio. There is a distinctly cooperative feel to the day. Dear Scorpio, a stronger sense of well-being inspires you to do your best as the Sun and Jupiter harmonize. Openness and generosity can open up new levels of understanding in a relationship. Good feelings generated now can gently boost a connection. And moving just a bit out of your comfort zone with your communications can be beneficial. You're in the mood for something a little different than the usual fare. And learning something new can be exciting. Old projects and interests can hold some real appeal right now as you see something in a new light. There can be more hopefulness about a project or relationship, or you get the chance to enjoy a person's perspective more fully. Later today, there can be a situation of too much information or misinformation that throws you for a loop. You can be confused about alternatives, and allowing yourself extra time to accomplish your goals makes sense. Sagittarius. It's a potentially strong day for optimism in a sense that you're growing and improving. Dear Sagittarius, opportunities to grow your finances or a special project can emerge now. You might learn something new about a health or work matter that puts you in a good mood. Or you can feel motivated to pursue a particular project. Feeling good about what you do and about your contributions can be gently motivating today. You're productive because you're enjoying yourself as you get things done. You could feel that you're taking a step in the right direction. The moon moves into your sector of joy for a couple of days, and you're focusing on pleasures and enjoyment more than usual. Later today, you may want to avoid making important decisions based entirely on information coming in. Instead, tune into broader thoughts, feelings, and visions and save detailed work for a better day. Capricorn. The more open and generous your approach today. Dear Capricorn, the more rewards seem in the offing. A Sun-Jupiter trine helps you see the benefits of current projects and boosts your outlook. In general, there may be a romantic attraction that motivates you. You're interested in growing and improving in your creative pursuits and connections, as staying the same doesn't appeal. Your best self shines through in what you're doing, and the day has every potential to be empowering. You're likely to crave a change of pace or a break from the usual routine. You may be teaching in some capacity now, or you could be learning something new and different that's inspiring. A new channel for expressing yourself might open up, and a surge of enthusiasm brightens your day and your vision of the future. Later today, a Mercury-Jupiter aspect comes into play, and routine tasks are unlikely to satisfy you. Your mind is wandering, or you're dealing with a multitude of distractions. You may be seeking a higher purpose or something more satisfying related to work or routines and habits. While there can be some difficulties prioritizing, if you let go of this need, you'll be in fine shape. Aquarius. This can be a fine day for cooperating with others, dear Aquarius, and good feelings tend to be reciprocated. There is a strong sense of mutual harmony and a general boost in feelings of peace and security with and through others. Still, you're seeking a little more meaning from your pursuits or relationships than usual today, and you're happy to see signs of improvement and growth. It's a good time for tapping into your intuition. Radiating an expectation of success with people you love does wonders for you now. But so can some introspection. Later today, a Mercury-Jupiter influence suggests you may have too much information to make the bigger decisions, or the news you receive now is missing key points or is misleading. You'll feel less stress if you let go of the need to find definitive answers today. Enjoyable activities are most relieving. Pisces. Today's good for dreaming up big ideas that help boost your confidence, dear Pisces, particularly on social levels and related to your interests or studies. It's a fine time for gaining trust or developing and growing a relationship or even a project. The Sun in your communications sector harmonizes with Jupiter in your social sector, and conversations are generous, open, and meaningful. Although somewhat meandering later today, networking can bring rewards or opportunities. You are more invested in your relationships today, and it makes sense to approach your day with an open mind and heart. A Mercury-Jupiter aspect also active today suggests that you may have too much to think about to the point of stress, perhaps related to your personal, home life or friendships. Meaningful, spirited conversations are favored over small talk, which can fall short right now.